from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Tamai. Alright. Yeah, play this old bum. Yo, buddy.
First down, Prescott. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the
dump off pass.
before he's brought down.
You like little stuff like this.
That one goes for 13 yards.
See what you like to do.
Sticks.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. He's got it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's got his
missed it.
Corner route, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Yes.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right.
I knew that shit.
So,
no pressure.
For a Cowboy touchdown.
Oh, he basically off me. He better have some good defense. Cause I'm gonna shut that shit down. I'm gonna shut that down.
Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score.
That little basic stuff. Know what he be running right there? Well, defense be getting.
And that makes the score 7-0.
I said little basic stuff there.
Off it goes.
Yeah.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Well, we like.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
Becky gonna get out this shit.
It's a big play there for
I know I'm gonna get him out this shit.
45 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Ryan on first down.
I ain't see it.
He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones.
I know all day, nigga.
He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta Falcons, Charles, with that loss last week against New Orleans, they're now knocked out of the division race. It would have been a long, tough road regardless. But with all the injuries they've had on defense, and we've discussed this, it was going to be a tough stretch for them anyway.
It certainly was, and they didn't help their cause in the game because despite those injuries, despite the fact key players weren't on the field, they still moved the ball pretty darn well. They ended up losing 3 fumbles inside the Saints' 20, 4 turnovers overall. That's what cost you a chance to win a ball game because they played them pretty tough, just hurt themselves when they had an opportunity to get the ball in the end zone.
And Matt Ryan, their leading rusher, with only 16 yards. The team had 26 rushing yards combined.
Say that one more time. Who was the leading rusher?
Matt Ryan.
That tells you all you need to know about that game.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That nigga played a run, too.
Under 4 to go now as the clock
it in
runs
the
and they
pad
come
defense.
up on 2nd down.
You wanna line his up.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9.
They call it
but
dagger.
further. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Yeah, I see.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Thrown in the end zone on
They took my
1st down,
touchdown.
but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Dance on that boy.
Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Yeah, it's right there. That's called a dagger. You just got to streak that tight end. He gonna pull coverage, and they got to come across the bottom and pull coverage. They got to.
Beats good tackling on that play.
They got to go cross. They got to go cross the field and stop
Bryant
that.
to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
He don't know how to run.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Yeah, I think
101, the
too
trade
hard.
expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target.
Trying to run something similar to what you be running, ain't it?
With that incompletion, let's look forward to the rest of the NFL season. You know, a lot of people say the season doesn't really get exciting until after Thanksgiving. Well, what are you looking forward to in the month of December?
I do like that expression because each sport has its own, doesn't it? Teams that are in first place July 4th in baseball, that's who's going to win the division, right? That's one of the old adages. We go on and on, but for me, this is what I'm going to look forward to. The NFC East could be a three-team race. How about the revival of the Chicago Bears? And last but not least, the AFC West is controlled by Kansas City, but the sleeper team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door with just 3 losses. KC with 2. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Oh, look at me jammed up.
He couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
That dude had 3 people jammed up, man. Yeah, go for it, guy.
About checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
There we go. Got him going for it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take
control. He'll still send the heat now, see. Even feel pressure. I know it. Huh?
21. 12. Hey,
Throwing now. Ryan on first down.
That nigga got looking goddamn.
It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Good, he played though.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the.
There we go, kill. Done. Here we go. 4-8.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Prescott now eluding the pressure right. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted.
You see that,
Instead, 2nd down. Well, CD, looking back to Thanksgiving, we had the typical triple header. Did you enjoy while digesting the turkey and pie?
I certainly did, and I think I'm still digesting the turkey and pie. But, you know, you have the traditional ones. You have the Lions who host and the Cowboys who host, and the Lions hosted the Bears this year. And despite the fact the Bears didn't have their starting quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, how about what Chase Daniel did? They went in there and took the measure of the Lions for the 2nd time in a 3-game span. And then the Cowboys against Washington. I thought that was a terrific game, and Dallas got a much-needed win.
Yeah, Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns, and all of a sudden they're sitting atop the
guy dropped it, man. I'm running with that.
And they split their season series, so a lot of football left to be played in that division. And, of course, we finished it all up. Atlanta at New Orleans, and how strong and how hot are the Saints?
To the right. Sweat to the right.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
You don't want to punt.
The Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Sidesteps him at the 35.
Go, boy.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands first and 10.
Try to bring that blitz now,
So out come the Falcons now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
That's it right there.
Play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
He lined up in front of him. He already jumped.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
I gotta see what he ain't gotta run.
To the penalty. Here's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Now a timeout taken.
I should have called it earlier.
One more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry.
I forgot all about the time.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Y'all messed it up. Should have called a timeout first when I ran the ball.
Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
20.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
You riding that cover 3, I'm going to kill him in that.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good.
Oh, my goodness.
Like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit
this nigga, if he ain't getting saved, man, drop pick, drop passes.
Switching gears for a second to look at the NFL slate. You know, the bye weeks are now over, Charles, and if you had to pinpoint a couple of teams that are surprising you right now with where they're at, who would that be?
Well, I didn't think Washington would be in first place this late in the year, and they're still hanging in there. But 2 teams that really jumped out at me. How about the run the Indianapolis Colts are on right now? And how well Andrew Luck is playing the quarterback position. We don't talk about that enough. They could very well win the AFC South with the play they're playing right now. And how about the Denver Broncos? That was a gutsy win at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are still hanging in there, still hopeful for a wild card spot.
The left side completion to Jones.
Might take the underneath stuff on him.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He wanna.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the
that
time,
cover 3, that
I
dude
hate
stepping
experienced
back.
quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they
That's the
discussed
play.
all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
That's
Take
the
the
play
big
for
shot
Tyreek
right
Hill
out
there.
of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And
Good.
he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Third and long. It's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly
They got them up on the Cowboys.
They would have loved one there.
They got them up, they reacted to the ball.
We've seen these defenses make enough
Gotta go back and run
opportunistic
the ball,
plays to
too.
keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw
They
as
got
a
to react
result.
in cover 3 and everything.
Now
He's so
this is
dumb.
fielded in the end zone. Able to spin free. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott escaping the pressure right.
Give me that, man.
Free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, that incompletion has me thinking, the Phillip Rivers last week, I know you saw this. You were working, but he only threw one of those that we just saw. One incompletion the entire game. His first 25 passes were complete.
It was so much fun because I actually saw a highlight, cut up that put all of them together, one after the other. 25 straight. Mark Brunell had the record previously, 22 straight for Washington in 2006. He goes 28 of 29. And I don't know about you, but that almost sounds more impressive than if he's totally perfect for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got that
one
weird,
blemish, right?
that one blemish really sets it apart and lets you know what he did. 96.6 completion percentage. Good luck trying to break that record, people.
And he'll be taken down. But
hell, my corners can't keep up with that boy.
Territory. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup.
He ain't trying to do nothing else. He just want to get in the field goal
right?
right.
Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, I know what he doing.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Oh, shit. He tried some shit.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone.
He ran that shit in actually.
Touchdown.
Then it was time to I thought I was on a cold foot.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are
tighten
into
up.
6.
Boy, nigga got lucky.
14-10. So 5 yards for running in.
Can't hear you, Jamari.
Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types
I
of
say them
injuries.
guys reacting to the cover 3 reacting on me. Gotta goddamn get away from that.
Punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a
man
running
shit
play,
now.
that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
It got his man complete.
When head that boy catching Huli like that, man.
Finally, but the damage is
Had that nigga beat by 10 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
22. 11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 31 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
My defense is reacting slow, man.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
He running basic stuff. He ain't scheming nothing. I'm glad he did that move on that kicker.
On the return as he'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to sling this deep.
There you go, boy.
And it drops
Good
down
coverage.
incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have.
There you go,
What
boy.
they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Takk McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Bryant's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Damontae Kazee. Big D.